everyone. Welcome to episode number 18 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. My name's Gage, and I'm here with Dan, of course. Dan, how are you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a good week. For anyone new here, we do these town halls every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, just to make sure that we're regularly live streaming, staying in tune with the product, and of course, answering your questions to make sure that we stay in the right direction and make the best possible product for you. Our three pillars are ease of use, stability, and making sure you have professional looking streams. So if you're about those three things, StreamYard is probably the product for you. Thanks for joining us, Michael and Ross. Beauty Bubble, thanks for moderating the YouTube chat. Dean and Roy, nice to see you guys here. So first topic of the day is we've talked about this change for a very long time. Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I got mixed up. Happy Mother's Day, of course.
Hey.
For all the mothers out there. Mom, if you're watching, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Right on.
Absolutely. Okay, now the next up. Video changes are finally up. So we've talked about this several times before, but now they're actually running live on production. So you should notice that animations are a bit smoother, and the frames per second is now a bit higher. It's at 30 frames per second now. So that's why things are a bit smoother. It should also resolve a few little bugs we were having. You may have noticed it if you were typing in. Here, let me show the names here. If I gotta hide the banner. If you had a long name before, sometimes you'd see like these three dots and the name wouldn't be shown properly. That's now fixed, so that is nice. So yeah, if you guys have any experience with the new servers, let us know how that's going for you.
Yeah, it wasn't even just for long names too. There was sometimes it would affect short names.
It was kind of random.
It was a problem in general, but yeah, that's gone.
Thanks for joining us, Derek, Devontae, Barb. Thanks for joining us. Linda, you made it. Nice to see you here.
Right on.
Another topic for today is, I'm actually very excited about this one. Dan recently made an audio analyzer, and to give some more, or do you want to talk about this one, Dan?
Yeah, sure. So I think we talked about it last week for the first time. It's to help you avoid running into issues, and specifically the issue where you start your stream, you're by yourself, you start your stream, and your audience can't hear you, and then you're trying to figure it out midstream, or even your guest comes in and you guys can't hear each other. It's to solve those type of issues. So now when you come into the studio on StreamYard, you'll have a little bar that shows your audio level, and it'll give you feedback like, hey, yeah, it's good, your mic's working, or no, something's wrong, and here's what you should check in order to actually fix this problem.
Oh yeah, actually I got a picture of it. So yeah, this that new mic is working bar there. As soon as it picks up your audio, it will show that green mic is working. So it's useful for both you and your guests. So sometimes people will have gotten a new microphone or changed their settings and forget about it. So this is a good reminder, like, hey, your mic's working or it isn't working. And it's also a good reminder for your guests as well that, hey, you should check and make sure your mic works before you join the stream.
Yeah. So that one's not up yet, we should mention. But Gage and I are running it, and that one will be very soon. So I'm looking forward to that, because live streaming is a pretty high stress situation compared to most things, right? So to really kind of reduce the likelihood of you running into issues, I think that'll help a lot.
Thanks for joining us, April. Sorry to hear that Facebook is having issues. I'll have to check that afterwards. Dean, nice to see you here. I haven't seen you for a while, man. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, this is a good one. So there was an issue for some of you, a lot of you may have never run into it, but there was an issue where every once in a while, when you'd go to create a broadcast on YouTube, it would basically fail to create. So Dan might be able to speak better on this one as well, since he's the one that got that fixed, but that should also be resolved now.
Yeah, so like Gage said, not everyone would have run into this one, but a few people definitely did. A few people ran into it a lot. I know, because I was always testing stuff. I think I ran into it, 50 times eventually. It wasn't bad. You just have to wait a bit, try again, wait a bit, try again. And we thought it was something on YouTube's back end, where something we couldn't really affect. And we just had to, hey, YouTube, can you fix this? And it turns out it was actually an issue with one of their libraries, which means like that's something we control on our end. So we were able to modify the library, how we use it, so that it is actually fixed, which is exciting.
I know Michael ran into it quite a few times, so he's probably happy about that.
Yeah, it was a nasty one, but so that's gone.
I would love to have where we can mute someone as they enter on mobile. Lots of noise sometimes. That's a good point. Yes, that's been requested a lot, and it is on our list. So hosts have a bit more control over muting their guests. Linda giving Dan props. Lots of people watching on YouTube tonight.
Cool. Well, apparently Facebook's having issues.
Yeah, apparently Facebook's having issues.
For the best. Or maybe that's why there's so many. Right?
Hey, Dave, haven't seen you for a while either. Nice to see you here. All right. Next topic was, I'm filming video tutorials, and they're almost done. So for most of the people watching now are probably relatively experienced on StreamYard. So, well, maybe you'll still benefit from them a little bit, but they're very basic. They're meant for new users. But I'm also going to try to create a video that incorporates sort of community feedback. So if you guys have any good tips, or I made a post in the StreamYard community group about it. If you have any good tips involving live streaming in general or something specific in StreamYard, it'd be really cool if you just want to record like a short clip on your phone and send it to us over email, contact@streamyard.com, or just post it in that community group thread. I think it'd be really fun to have sort of like a montage of users giving their best streaming tips. So if you want to participate, that'd be awesome.
Cool.
Yes, this question here, should we remove the mic symbol? You want to talk about that one, Dan?
Yeah, it's just a small question I had. I know a few people have mentioned it, so I just wanted to see what the demand is for this. So can you hide the banner for a second, Gage?
Yes, I can.
So right now I've got my name in the bottom corner. And if I mute my mic, Gage is doing it. It shows it for everyone. And I know some people mentioned I don't want my audience to know that my mic is muted, just because they might be doing some custom stuff, or for whatever the reason, they just don't want the audience specifically on Facebook or YouTube to see it. But it's fine if the guests see it or something. So maybe like down below the video player on StreamYard, it'll still show it there. It'll still say you're muted for you locally, so you know you're muted and everything, but your audience won't be able to tell. Is that something that is of interest to anyone? Is that important to anyone? Because I know a few people have said they wanted that.
Yeah, they wanted. I think that was an important one to Graham. He wanted the mic symbol hidden.
Yeah.
Jennifer said she's not having issues on Facebook. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is a good point from Michael that for the ability to mute your guests is copyright issues on YouTube. If someone starts playing music on you and you get your video pulled down, I can definitely understand that. Hey Dale, thanks for joining us. Dean, oh yeah, this is actually important important for people to note. If anyone watching this has any issues connecting on YouTube, I actually discovered this with Dean. It has to do with the changes to Google Plus, I think, where when you go to connect a YouTube account, it will show two accounts that look very similar. One will say Google Plus / YouTube, and one will just look like an email. And you have to select the one that says Google Plus. I don't know if they're going to fix that anytime soon or what, but if you're running into that, that seems to be an issue. Ross, either way, I'll deal with it. No matter whatever you're most comfortable submitting. Horizontal would probably be ideal, but I know lots of people like shooting on their phones. So if you shoot something on the phone, I'll still be able to throw it in there. Michael's a fan of removing the mute button. Dean is as well. Dale also agrees on the controls for guests.
Yeah.
Andy, thanks for tuning in. All right, well, we'll probably close it up early so you guys can get back to Mother's Day. If you guys have any final questions, let me know. One other, you want to talk about this one as well, Dan? We're considering moving. You can't really notice it when there's only two people, but if you have four people on screen and you show a comment, sometimes it sort of covers the person's face. And we're curious if you guys would be fans of us sort of lifting the videos up when you show a comment rather than just sort of covering the person. The only reason why we don't immediately do it is we know lots of people, well, maybe not lots of people, but some people have custom frames based on the locations of videos, and we might be breaking some of their frames on them. Graham, again, I think I'll be curious what you think if you see this. Graham, I know you've got some custom frames. Would you be okay with us moving the videos up so we can show the comment? I know Graham wanted us to move the videos in general, so he might be okay with it because he wanted some more for the four-person layout. He was wanting there to be more real estate on the sides.
Right, on certain layouts, yeah. So yeah, just the best example actually of what we're talking about right now is last week with Linda. There's three of us here, right? So Gage and I up top, and then Linda down at the bottom, centered. And when Gage shows a comment, it covers half of her face.
Yep.
So we could, just shrink everything a little bit, shift it up. Is that something that's necessary, or because the other option is we just make the comments a bit smaller?
That's true as well.
Right?
Thanks for joining us, Nicole. That's true. Gary, that's awesome. I think you ran into that YouTube bug as well, Gary, where it says like, "Oh, the broadcast failed to create." That shouldn't be an issue anymore, just so you know.
Yeah, it was the one that said like, "This is a known issue with YouTube. We're working on a fix."
Oh, Game of Thrones. Is Game of Thrones on right now? I'm so out of it with that stuff. Yeah. It's probably not a good time slot to compete with if we're on the same time as Game of Thrones. I know it's.
You're not kidding.
Yes, happy Mother's Day indeed. It's on our roadmap, Dave. Dave's asking about having basically multiple hosts controlling the stream. It's on our radar for sure, but I don't have any updates for you.
Only if they're logged into your account right now.
Yes, if you're both logged into the same account, that will work. But we don't recommend it just because they'll be able to see they can't really see the billing information. They'll just see the end of it, I guess. But they could technically cancel your account on you and stuff. So it's probably not a great idea to share accounts. But if you trust the person, you can both log into the same account.
Yes.
Michael's also a fan of raising the seats. Dean's a fan of either moving them up or making them smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the same time as Thrones? Do you guys have it on at the same time?
I'm guessing so.
Game of Town Hall works too. That's what we should make our titles.
That's cool.
We'd probably have to have some more action and dragons and I don't know what else. How to compete.
Yeah.
All right.
Game of Thrones ain't my thing. And no, nothing against Game of Thrones. I've just never seen it.
All right, I think that's about it then. We're almost at 1,000 members now, by the way, and we're growing extremely fast, and that's because of you guys spreading the word and using those referral links, so we really appreciate that, and it's pretty exciting. 1,000's a pretty exciting number for the group. So, yeah, looking forward to that. You guys have an excellent Sunday. Get back to Game of Thrones or to your mom, whichever one's more important.
Yeah, cooking dinner for mom. Hopefully mom.
Hopefully mom, yeah. Okay, everyone. This was episode number 18 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. You guys have a nice evening.
See you later.